The quiet tension before the storm. America didn't declare independence overnight. Before the revolution, before the shots, before the rebellion, there was awakening. This is the moment when the colonies stopped asking for permission and started questioning power itself. The colonies began to grow and change. By the early 1700s, the American colonies were no longer fragile experiments. They were growing rapidly. Ports were busy. Farms were productive. Towns were expanding. And most importantly, the people were learning to govern themselves. Local assemblies, town meetings, and colonial legislatures became part of daily life. Decisions were made locally, but by neighbors, not kings. Without realizing it, the colonists were practicing freedom long before demanding it. An ocean away towards Satanik, and a mindset apart. Great Britain saw the colonies as assets. America saw itself as a home. That distance, physical and cultural, mattered. While Parliament ruled from across the Atlantic, colonists faced real problems on the ground. Security, trade, survival, growth, and they solved them alone. Independence didn't begin with rebellion. It began with responsibility. The price of empire. Everything changed after Britain fought expensive wars in Europe. The crown needed money, and the colonies looked like the solution. New taxes, new regulations, new restrictions. From the British perspective, it was reasonable. From the American perspective, it was unacceptable. Why? Because the colonists were being taxed by a government they did not elect. No voice, no vote, no consent. The birth of resistance. The phrase spread like wildfire. No taxation without representation. This wasn't chaos, this wasn't rebellion yet. This was a principle. The colonists weren't rejecting government. They were rejecting unjust power. Boycotts followed, protests grew, unity strengthened. America was discovering something dangerous to empires. Once people taste self-rule, they never forget it. An American identity becomes undeniable. By now, something irreversible had happened. The colonists no longer thought of themselves as British citizens living abroad. They were Americans. Different backgrounds, different colonies. One shared belief: freedom must be defended, or it will be taken. The idea of liberty was no longer theoretical. It was personal. Closing. The fuse is lit. The revolution had not begun, but the fuse was burning. The colonies had matured. Their confidence had grown. Their patience was fading. America wasn't looking for a fight, but it was no longer willing to kneel. The question was no longer if history would change, but when. And next, everything would ignite.